Hi everyone, my name is JT Pilot and today we'll be making another video. This time we'll be doing the 37th Jacksonville International Airport Day, and this is for October of 2024. In today's video we have several brand new models and some shakeups over at the airline terminal. So nonetheless, let's get started off with some taxiing aircraft. So welcome to the video. Getting started off with our first aircraft in today's airport day, which is the Southwest Boeing 747-800 in the Triple Crown 1 livery. So what a beautiful entry model here. And what a beautiful entry model. I'm grateful to finally have this wonderful livery in my collection. So this aircraft will be doing the flight out to Dallas Love Field today after arriving in from Houston Hobby. Moving on to our next aircraft are the 8OIs Airbus A340-300. And this aircraft is just arrived in from Zurich and will be soon making a return flight out there. Moving on to our next aircraft are the Southwest 737-800 and the Standard Heart livery. And this aircraft has just arrived in from Oakland and will be soon heading out to Las Vegas. Get these aircraft far back here to play Airbus A321neo, and he'll be heading out to Rockford, Keflavik. So, some aircraft taxiing out the international terminal. This is not an international aircraft though. Here, the Hawaiian Boeing 787-9, and this aircraft will be heading out to Honolulu today. And yes, what a beautiful aircraft! I heard a lot of good reviews about Hawaiian 787-9 product, and realized that maybe one day I'll be able to fly on them. So. Yes, it's cool how we have this fictional service over to this airport. So once again, this Hawaiian 787-9 will be heading out to Honolulu. Moving on to our next aircraft, the Avianca Airbus A320 in the Lasco retro livery. So I haven't seen this aircraft in a while. So this Avianca Airbus A320 will be heading out to Bogota in Colombia. Proceeding on to our next aircraft, the Delta Airbus A319-100, and it will be doing the flight out to Boston today. Moving on to our next aircraft, here we have a brand new NG models United 737-MAX 8. So, yes, what a beautiful model. So much better than the Gemini version I had. So this aircraft will be doing the flight out to Newark today. Sorry about the camera angle there. Anyways, proceeding on to our next aircraft, here is Spirit Airbus A321. And he will be doing the flight out to Detroit after arriving in from Chicago O'Hare. Moving on to our next aircraft, the Qatar Boeing 777-300ER, and he'll be doing the flight out to Doha today. Yes, some beautiful NG models we just went over. Moving on to another NG model here at the NG models, Delta Boeing 767-300ER, and he'll be doing the flight out to Paris Charles de Gaulle International Airport, or we'll do Amsterdam. We'll do Amsterdam for him. And that route's been downgraded from an A350 to a 767 just because we're approaching the winter season. So, yeah, so you'll be seeing some downgrades on some routes in today's video. So, yeah, just because we have left the summer season. Moving on to our next aircraft, here's the Porter Embraer ERJ195E2. And this aircraft will be heading out to Montreal today. So, yeah, so what a beautiful model by Gemini Jets. Moving on to our next aircraft, the United Boeing 757-200 in the Continental Globe livery. And this aircraft will be heading out to San Francisco today. Moving on to our next aircraft, the Air Canada Express Embraer ERJ175. And he'll be doing the flight out to Ottawa today. And that is a Jazz Aviation flight. We're seeing some more taxi aircraft here with Contour Embraer ERJ145. And this aircraft will be heading out to Macon in Georgia. Moving on to the next aircraft, here we have the Delta Boeing 717-200, and he'll be doing the flight out to Raleigh-Durham today. Moving on to the next aircraft, the United Airbus A319-100, and this aircraft will be doing the flight out to Houston Hobby. Moving on to the next aircraft, the Alaska 737-900ER, and he'll be doing a flight out to San Diego today, so something different for the Alaska 737-900ER. Moving on to the next aircraft, the Southwest 737-MAX 8 in the MUL-1 livery. What a beautiful NG model. And this aircraft is just arrived in from Chicago Midway, and we'll be sending this aircraft up to Denver today. Moving on to the next aircraft, we have a Korean Air Boeing 777-300ER touching down from a flight from Seoul Incheon International Airport. So, what a beautiful Gemini Jets model. Moving on to our next aircraft, the JetBlue Airbus A321 in the Mint livery, and this aircraft has just arrived in from New York John F. Kennedy and will be soon making a return flight out there. Moving on to our next aircraft, here at the Copa 737-800, and this aircraft will be doing the flight out to Panama City. Moving on to our next aircraft here, the Southwest 737-700 in the Heart livery. This aircraft has just arrived in from, we'll do a flight from Little Rock, and will be soon heading out to Tulsa in Oklahoma. Moving on to the next aircraft here, the WestJet 737-800, and this aircraft has just arrived in from Calgary, and will be soon making a return flight out there, so grateful to see this aircraft. What a beautiful NG model. Moving on to our next aircraft here, the American 737-800. He's just arrived in from, let's do a good route for him. Let's do Los Angeles. I haven't done Los Angeles in a while, so this aircraft has just arrived in from Los Angeles. Moving on to our next aircraft here, the Allegiant Airbus A320, and he has just arrived in from Pittsburgh, and he'll be soon heading out to Asheville in North Carolina. Moving on to our next aircraft here, the World Atlantic McDonnell Douglas MD-83, and he's just arrived in from a charter flight from McAllen in Texas. We're seeing on to our next aircraft here, the beautiful Gemini Jets Alaska 737-MAX 8, and we'll be doing the flight out to Seattle, Tacoma. Moving on to our next aircraft here, the JetBlue Airbus A320 in the Spotlight Tail, and he has just arrived in from Albany in New York, and he'll be soon making a flight out to Buffalo. Moving on to the next aircraft here, the highly beautiful United 787-9, and he has just arrived in from Vienna in Austria, so that's a really cool international flight. Moving on to the next aircraft here, the Southwest 737-MAX 8. We'll say this aircraft has just arrived in from Nashville, and will be soon heading out to Kansas City. Moving on to the next aircraft here, the United Express Embraer ERJ-175, and this aircraft has just arrived in from Cleveland, and will be soon making a return flight out there. Moving on to the next aircraft here, the Condor Airbus A330-900 Neo, and this aircraft will be doing the flight out to Frankfurt today. Yes, what a beautiful Gemini Jets model. Moving on to the next aircraft here, the United Boeing 757-200 in the Harari here in New York livery, and he's just arrived in from let's do Chicago O'Hare for him, so something a little different there for that aircraft. Moving on to the next aircraft here, the Frontier Airbus A321 in the America's Greatest Airline livery, and this aircraft has just arrived in from we'll do Trenton in New Jersey, and we'll be sending this aircraft out to we'll do Chicago O'Hare for him. So there's Chicago routes. There's a lot of hesitation space. Sorry about that. Moving on to the next aircraft here, the Icelandair 737-MAX 8, and this aircraft will be heading out to Reykjavik. And our final taxi aircraft in today's video is the American 787-9, and we'll be doing the flight out to London Heathrow. And alright, so we're staying on to Terminal 1 over at Jacksonville Fictional Airport. So we do have a few new models over here in Jacobs, so there's something different to look at over here. So starting off for our first aircraft here, United 737-MAX 9, and it'll be doing the flight out to Washington, Dulles. Moving on to another new model in today's video, which is the United 737-MAX 8 in the Aviate livery there. So you can see that beautiful Aviate title there. So what a beautiful entry model. And this aircraft has just arrived in from Denver and will be soon making a return flight out there. Moving on to our next aircraft here, United 737-900ER, and this aircraft will be heading out to Los Angeles. Air Canada has moved over to Terminal 1 now, so they can increase their connectivity with United Airlines since they're both Star Alliance partners. So that's why I moved them over to Terminal 1. So that's a really exciting development over here. So passengers can simply deboard the Air Canada flight, they can simply deboard the Air Canada flight if they went for a pre-clear facility. So that's really cool. And then people can hop on straight to United. So that's really exciting. So this Air Canada 737-MAX 8 will be heading out to Toronto today. Moving on to the next aircraft, United Boeing 777-200 the Star Alliance livery. We'll say this aircraft will be doing the flight out to Honolulu today. So what a beautiful engine model. Speaking of beautiful engine models, here with the brand new engine models, Lufthansa Boeing 747-8. So at long last, I finally have a Lufthansa 747 in the collection. It's grateful that featured the Queen of Skies over at Jacksonville, as Lufthansa is one of the final passenger airlines to operate the 747. So just grateful to have this spot over at Jacksonville. So this Lufthansa 747-8 has just arrived in from Frankfurt in Germany and will be soon making a return flight out. Seeing out your next aircraft here, British Airways Airbus A350-1000, and he has just arrived in from London Heathrow and will be soon making a return flight out there. Moving on to our next aircraft, here JetBlue Airbus A321 in the balloon's tail, and he has just arrived in from San Juan in Puerto Rico and will be soon making a return flight out there. Here we have another JetBlue aircraft. Here we have JetBlue Airbus A320 in the Spotlight livery. So, yeah, so just change up the configuration over here just a bit. So we got two JetBlue aircraft together. So that's really cool. Yeah. So this JetBlue A320 in the balloons livery. We'll say he's just arrived in from Los Angeles and we soon making a return flight out there. Moving on to your next aircraft, here the American Airbus A321 with the sharklets. And this aircraft has just arrived in from Charlotte and we soon making a return flight out there. Moving on to your next aircraft, the American 737-800 with the winglet logos, and this aircraft was just arrived in from New York, John F. Kennedy. Moving on to another new model here the American 737-MAX 8. So, it's finally got a proper American MAX 8 in the collection, besides the Gemini one that was missing antennas and such. So, what a beautiful engine model. And this aircraft has just arrived in from, we'll do Chicago O'Hare for him. So, this aircraft just arrived in from Chicago, and we soon heading out to Phoenix Sky Harbor. And proceeding on to our final American aircraft in today's video here, the American Eagle CRJ-700, and he has just arrived in from Washington National, and we soon making a return flight out there. So that's it for Terminal 1. And we got a few taxi aircraft between terminals. Here they have the Alaska 737-800 in the Salmon People livery, and he'll be soon heading out to Portland in Oregon. And we got another Southwest 737-MAX 8, and this aircraft, we'll say he has just arrived in. We'll do Los Angeles for him. So this aircraft just arrived in from Los Angeles, and he'll be doing a flight out to we'll do Atlanta, Hartsville, Jackson. And proceeding on to Terminal 2. So starting with the Southwest Airlines section, here we have a Southwest 737-800. He's just arrived in from Columbus, and we soon heading out to Baltimore. And yeah, the ground crew there, he kind of fell down there. So hopefully they'll get seek attention there. That's a little concerning. Anyways, proceeding on to your next aircraft, here we have the Southwest 737-700 in the Canyon Blue livery. So, yes, the final Southwest Canyon Blue 747 number 786 Sierra Whiskey was retired in real life during this month. So, in order to honor that aircraft, will be featuring him one last time over at my Jacksonville Fictional Airport. So, yes, in the next updates, you will not see this aircraft ever again at Jacksonville for a current updates or a modern update. So that's really unfortunate. So this aircraft has just arrived in. We'll say he's just arrived in from Albuquerque, and we're soon heading out to Birmingham, where he will be laid to rest. So yeah, rest in peace to the Canyon Blue livery on the 737-700 over at Southwest. So. Proceeding on to your next aircraft, here is Southwest 737-800 in the Illinois 1 livery. What a beautiful model by NG Models. This aircraft has just arrived in from Milwaukee, and we'll be soon heading out to, I've done a lot of these Southwest routes. We'll do New Orleans for him. And moving on to your next aircraft, here is Southwest 737-700 with the split skim door winglets. He's just arrived in from, Charlotte in North Carolina, and we're soon heading out to, we'll do Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. So that's a cool Southwest route. Moving on to our next Southwest aircraft, should be Southwest 737-700 by NG Models. This aircraft, we'll say he has just arrived in from, what's a good route for him? We'll do Jackson, Mississippi. So this aircraft has just arrived in from Jackson, Mississippi. And we're soon making a flight out to, Lubbock in Texas. Yeah. And moving on to our final Southwest aircraft of today's airport hit. Unfortunately, here was Southwest 737-MAX 8. So we have another MAX 8, and this is the Gemini second release, I do believe. So this Southwest 737-MAX 8, we'll say he's just arrived in from Ontario in California, and he'll be soon heading out to, what's one route we haven't done? JT Pod Brain just stopped working there. We'll just do Baltimore flights. So this aircraft's gonna be heading out to Baltimore, so Yeah, a lot of frequency on that route, and yeah. And proceeding on to your next aircraft here is Spirit Airbus A320. This aircraft is just riding from Atlantic City and be soon making a return flight out there. Moving on to your next Spirit aircraft here is Spirit Airbus A320neo, and he is just riding from Dallas Fort Worth and be soon making a return flight out there. Moving on to your next aircraft here is the Invalis 737-800, and he's just riding from New Haven, and he'll be making a return flight out there. Moving on to our next model, which is the brand new Gemini Jets Allegiant Air Boeing 737-MAX A200. It's finally have this cursed model over at Jacksonville. It's not really cursed. I really love the Allegiant livery on the MAX. It looks great, but it's still weird to see them operating 747s, but here they are today. So they finally taken delivery and put into service their first 737-MAX 8, and it's a fitting time to Gemini release that model. So yes, they released it just as Allegiant put this aircraft into service. That's really great to see. So this Allegiant 737-MAX 8 has just arrived in from Knoxville, and we'll be sending up to we'll send them up to Lynchburg in Virginia. So something different there for those Allegiant routes. Yeah, what a beautiful Gemini Jets model. Moving on to your next aircraft, the Breeze Airbus A220-300. He's just arrived in from, we'll do New Bern in North Carolina, and he'll be soon heading out to Mobile in Alabama. And moving on to our final aircraft over at Terminal 2, here with the Frontier Airbus A320neo and the Champ de Bronco tail. And he has just arrived in from, we'll say this Frontier A320neo has just arrived in from Norfolk in Virginia, and be soon making a flight out to, what's a good route for Frontier? Let's do Buffalo in New York. So that's it for Terminal 2. On to Terminal 3. So starting with some Delta aircraft here, Delta CRJ-900, and he'll be doing the flight out to Cincinnati. Moving on to your next aircraft here, Delta 737-800, and he'll be doing the flight out to New York LaGuardia. Moving on to your next aircraft here, Delta Airbus A321neo. And this aircraft has just arrived in from Los Angeles and will be soon making a return flight out there. Moving on to the next aircraft here, the Delta 737-900ER, and this aircraft will be doing the flight out to Minneapolis, St. Paul. And moving on to our final mainland aircraft from Delta, here we Delta 757-300, and be doing the flight out to Atlanta, Hartsville, Jackson. And proceeding on to our final Delta aircraft in today's airport day, here the Delta Airbus A330-300. So I haven't seen this beautiful NG model in quite a while. And this aircraft, we'll be doing the flight out to, we'll do London Heathrow for him. So that is a new Delta route. Moving on to the next aircraft is the Virgin Atlantic Airbus A330-900neo. And you'll be doing the flight out to Manchester today. Moving on to the next aircraft is the Air France 787-9. It'll be heading out to Paris Charles de Gaulle. Moving on to your next aircraft here, the Bolivian de Aviación Airbus A330-200, and he'll be heading out to Vera in Bolivia. Moving on to your next aircraft here, the Aeromexico 737-800, and he'll be doing the flight out to Mexico City, and I can't wait for NG Models to release the new livery Aeromexico 737-800. I'd definitely buy it. So yeah, I still like the old livery, but the new livery I like slightly better just because it is the purple, the purple shade on it. Speaking of purple shades / pink shades, here we got Caribbean 737-MAX 8, and he'll be heading out to Port of Spain. And moving on to our final aircraft in today's airport day, here the Air Transat Airbus A321neo. You'll be soon heading out to Toronto. And alright, folks, so this concludes today's airport day. Once again, this was the 37th Jacksonville Fictional Airport Day, and this is for October of 2024. And overall, today was a pretty nice airport day over at Jacksonville. I featured some of the new models from NG Models and Gemini Jets. And yes, so no subscriber buttons, unfortunately. Just didn't really have time to look for them for this video. As you can tell, I did not use a route sheet in today's video, so that was a little different. Go back to old times there. Just went off the top of my head for all the routes, if you couldn't have told. So, yes, don't worry. Next airport day, do plan on bringing back subscriber routes, and I may do a subscriber route special, so I'll go back through all of your guys' subscriber requests even from years ago. So if you do want to submit a new subscriber route, use the Google form in the description below. Other than that, there's not much else I really want to say in today's airport day. So once again, I'm JD Pilot, and I thank you all so much for watching this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.